Northwest Allen County Schools. Yeah! I wrestled as a charger at Carroll across the state. I went to Andis downtown and passed the EMT program. And after I graduated in 2011, I spent a very short amount of time at Ivy Tech and then decided to follow in his footsteps and enlist in the Air Force as a Chinese translator.
Oh, wow.
And that decision took me from Indiana to the world and instilled in me the value of a life of service. You know, I spent about a year and change at the Defense Language Institute learning Chinese, and then spent the bulk of my career out in Hawaii, working a naval mission across the Pacific. You know, after my contract ended in 2018, I knew I still wanted to work in intelligence, but wanted to protect the home and protect America from threats here at home. And I found counterintelligence to be directly in line with that goal. As such, I moved to Maryland and took ownership of the Army's Cyber Counterintelligence Unit operating out of Fort Meade. I spent several years there working, basically overseeing every Army installation west of Chicago. You know, that was answering RFIs and providing recommendations to public and private U.S. interests. And I spent the bulk of my time since we started in 2019 working the COVID mission. You know, my team and I ran the nation's COVID analysis. After that, I moved down to DC and saw the BLM protests through CII's as well as my own. And then January 6th happened. You know, it's difficult to put into words what a treasonous attack on Americans, by Americans, feels like when you've dedicated your life to protecting them. It changed me. It changed the way I thought about my service. It changed the way I thought about politics, and I saw my place in the world. So I changed it. You know, after that I applied to NYU's MBA program and was lucky enough to be selected and spent the next couple years up in New York City. I worked across a handful of startups, I lobbied Congress for a bit, and then I found my place in defense consulting, right back where I started. Can never get away. You know, while I was there, I naively thought I would be working national security from a financial standpoint instead of intelligence, but it turns out that my primary job was to tell companies how many people to fire. I couldn't do it. I had built a career and I could not work a job where my job was to take somebody else's. So I quit and I came home. You know, I can speak about it now, but that decision wasn't easy. After 15 years away and everything kind of came back and hit me at once. You know, I know what it means to give your heart to something and lose it. But I know how to fight. I'm a Hoosier who's had to fight for my very right to live as a trans woman. I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm an American just like you all who's fought with the highs and lows of everything that we've kind of gone through in the past few years. Just like you, I see the chaos. It makes your head spin. It makes you wonder how we got here. Especially when all you're trying to do is put a roof over your head, keep your family healthy, and live a peaceful, normal life. But instead, Republicans promise to shrink the government to grow the economy, but prices are higher than ever. Across the country, we can see that housing prices have dramatically exploded. Here in the Fort, they're up 50% since 2020. Healthcare is becoming a luxury of the rich and powerful. Thanks, Parkview. Our paychecks continue to shrink. Indiana's minimum wage is still $7.25 in 2025. $7.25, the same as when I graduated high school. On top of it all, what do we have to show for it? We the people are more polarized and divided than ever. Why? Because we play party games that forget the purpose of politics, which is that our elected officials are supposed to fight for us. Instead, in Indiana, we have a massive amount of corrupt politicians, self-serving psychopaths that take their direction from DC and not you. We have a governor who's allowing the National Guard and the state police to work with ICE. We have a representative who nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. And we have a state senator who continues to take our rights away. Like the right to save schools by censoring teachers and banning books. Like the right to real health care. While Parkview believes patients strike, she votes for corporate deregulation. And like the right to reproductive freedom, Liz Brown pushed Indiana's abortion bill, which has taken away our right to choose.
Unbelievable.
One more boo for Liz Brown.
Unacceptable.
But, like Senator Yoder alluded to, for the first time in her illustrious career, she's getting primaried. She's getting primaried by none other than Jim Banks' hand-selected lackey up here. They're going to have to fight. They're going to have to tear each other apart. They're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in the Republican primary against each other. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to eat their donuts and steal this seat. And when we do, we remember that this fight isn't about national politics in the rest of the country. It's about the people here in Indiana, in Allen County. It's about providing affordable housing options, about providing healthcare accessibility, about improving job quality. When corporations come here, they hire Hoosiers. It's about raising the minimum wage, 2030 by 2030. It means investing in our children, our women, our young men, and our city's diversity. Our roads and sidewalks, our first responders, and our personal freedoms. Because when we hold our leadership accountable, the people win every time. Every time. We take that win, and we make the vision happen by charging corporations and the 1% their fair share. You know, the first core value of the Air Force is integrity first. We do this not because it wins votes, not for party, not for power. We do it because it's right.
Right.
And when we win, we represent all Hoosiers. All Hoosiers. The working class, soldering beside you in manufacturing. The young boys and men left behind in our apathy. The girls, gays, and theys. The mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, sisters, brothers and others that give us purpose in life. I'm here to earn your vote by doing the hard work, by being visible, by being accessible, present, by listening to you and delivering results that actually change your life for the better. By letting egotistical party games go away, and by standing up, especially when it's hard. I'm asking for your votes. And I'm asking for you to give your hearts to each other, to each and every Hoosier standing beside you and fighting for something better. Because when we unite together and stop playing so damn soft, we will fight and we will win.